I like that shit. Yo,
That's
I got
pretty
it.
good.
I got a question. All right, look. What's more valuable, time or money?
Time.
Time. So, if you could go back 5 years in the past with all the knowledge you have today,
we talked about earlier in the car. He gonna change his answer. He changed that shit.
I still hold it on.
Hold it on.
5 years ago.
You could go 5 years back to the past, or you could have $1 million right now. What would you do?
On 3, Tori.
So wait, I can go back 5 years in the past with the knowledge I have today.
With the knowledge you have today. Yeah,
Oh
on
my
3.
God.
On 3. Go on 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
5
back
years
in the
back.
future.
You guys are idiots.
I'm going. Oh, back in the future. I'm going back to the past.
So 5 years ago, you had no capital.
I had enough capital
To do what?
to tell somebody else to fucking put some money into something.
How are you going to make back that $1 million within that 5-year span?
Bitcoin.
Fam, how? So you're going to have to wait 5 years too.
Okay.
So wait, you're telling me you wouldn't rather get $1 million right now? You'd rather go back 5 years to then invest money that's already going to take you 5 years to get to that $1 million.
He gave that point, yeah.
How does that make sense?
Because if you have $1 million right
But
now,
that's the exact
So
same.
what?
That's the exact same outcome as me giving you $1 million that you didn't have to work for, that you can then go and invest into something today. So you're saying you'd go back 5 years to try to get the same amount that you already have a guarantee at someone handing you?
I could be a trillionaire.
Like that is okay. I'm confused because like we're talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago.
So
With the knowledge I have today,
How much could you think you could have made off Bitcoin 5 years ago?
if I would have told somebody to put $1,000 into Bitcoin, I would be multi-millionaire, like a lot of people are. Versus the 1 million.
1,000 went into Bitcoin.
5 years ago, whenever 5 years ago was, it wasn't $50,000 because 5 years ago I was.
Do the math. Do the math.
Bro, it was
look
a
where
long.
that shit was at 5 years
Bitcoin
ago.
5 years ago. Because all you really need is what? If you would have said 200 bucks,
But you
when
got to
it
go
first came
back
out,
in time. You got to relive 5 years of your life.
That would be okay. That'll suck.
I'll take my $1 million right now and go to and become a multi. You're telling me you get $1 million today, you're not going to become a multi-millionaire by next year? You could invest that so many ways. You'd rather go back 5 years.
I don't think it's just that simple to be like, oh, I got $1 million. I'm
5
good.
years ago.
You don't know what you can do with $1 million?
You can do what? How much?
5
was it?
years ago, Bitcoin was at $426.84.
Okay, thank you.
Bruh,
So,
honestly,
how much was that?
$400, 426.
So if
On
you-
April 12th,
You didn't have $426?
2016.
You would have had about $1 million.
If I took $1,000 and put it in,
If you put $1,000 into a $400 thing, that would have
if I
gotten
would
you.
put 2,000,
That would have got you said 1,000. That would have gotten you
Okay.
about. That would have gotten you about a little over 2 Bitcoins. So that's. Nah, you wouldn't have had $1 million. You wouldn't have had $1 million off that. The Bitcoin's at like 40,000 right now.
All right.
I had enough to make
Bro,
$1 million.
why
let's
would
say
y'all?
that.
Why, I just don't understand. Like
Whatever
where
it
you are
was.
at today. Like, so you wouldn't rather just take your life currently and be like, all right, all the business things I'm trying to set up, the thing I'm missing right now is capital. I get $1 million cash capital. How do you not just take that off the rip versus let me go back 5 years and let me see if I can cook up some shit, bro? Everything you do regardless was gonna take hella legwork. That's taking a lot of work, and you're gonna have to wait to see those investments go past. And if you didn't have capital back then, 5 years ago, yeah, I was for sure broke 5 years ago, and I'm just going back, but I know so much more now. I'll make great investments, but I'd rather
I'll
be
buy
where
a camera.
I'd rather be where I'm at now.
5 years ago.
But be where I'm already working to like build businesses.
Yeah.
So you're literally saying I'll give you $1 million. Bro, you just made me rich, not off that $1 million, off everything I can do with that $1 million.
So
I'm gonna get
okay.
way more cars. I'm gonna get into real estate. Bro, yes, you're automatically a multimillionaire. You start getting into real estate. Let's say fuck stocks, fuck investing. That's something that could fail. You know how many COVID-proof businesses you could start? You know how many fucking vending machine businesses you okay, even that's a joke when you already have $1 million.
You could do the moon
vending
bounces.
machines. I'm gonna get hella exotic cars,
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
money.
yeah.
I'm gonna hire someone to operate those exotic cars.
Yeah.
I could put 200,000 into music. Bro, that's literally a label advance that no one else is. It's literally my money and it's cash. Bro, don't tell me when to stop, bro. I keep
Sound
going.
good.
Nigga,
Sound
real
that sounds
estate.
nice.
$1 million
Real
right
estate,
now.
nice.
Real estate, easy. Well, real estate, yeah, with the down payment, rent out with tenants, bro. I'm gonna make. You're literally starting at $1 million. You'd
Yeah.
rather go back 5 years and be
Yep.
like, yeah, I could get to that $1 million.
Because
I'm starting
okay,
with that $1 million.
that's fine. You can start with that $1 million, but see, I have the knowledge. Travis, the knowledge.
Knowledge you have today.
5 years ago, that I have today. 5 years ago, do you know what Tesla was worth? Do you know what the whole market was worth? Like, you could literally
How
do
much
it.
capital did you have to invest in Tesla 5 years ago?
If you have the knowledge from today,
You was in
I had
school,
enough,
nigga?
I had enough, I
Yo,
had
you
enough.
was in
I had
fucking
enough to
college,
do
bro. You was
Bitcoin.
broke as
all
fuck
the,
in
all
college.
the fucking, okay, Doge, Shiba came out, bro. You know how all that shit, GameStop. You know how many, like, that whole market, I
Would
could have
you
been
have made
way
$1 million?
up.
Like,
Yes,
you think you would
because
you would
because
become
I
a
have the
millionaire?
knowledge, okay?
In
I
that
know,
before
I know
5
that.
years. Before 5 years. Because you're literally making $1 million. Imagine you think about like trading. How much time is it taking for you to make this amount of money? It's taking you no time. Someone's like, here's $1 million. You'd rather go back and put in hella time and then try in hopes to get that $1 million. Nah, bro.
If I know it's gonna go up,
Exactly.
if I have the knowledge, like if I know on January 1st, 2019, Tesla's gonna jump $20. Like I can sit on my, I'm like, okay, I already know what I'm finna do. I'm finna put however much money I already made from 2017. I'm just stacking bread.
Bruh,
Like
you would have went
just
back
want
5
no
years
issue.
and started the cinnamon challenge. That's
You
you
would've
would
been
have
ahead of the
done
trend.
all the
started,
challenges.
that's where your head went. You would have
You would
started
have done all the challenges. Go lick the ice creams.
Oh yeah.
Bro, see, and even that, like, that's the thing. Like, I don't even want to think about no inventions and shit, because we wouldn't have had the capital for any of this shit. Like, you know how hard it would have been to try to convince people? Trust me, man, this idea is gonna be great, bro. With your broke ass, someone probably just gonna steal your IP off rip. They're gonna be like, that's a good idea. Rip your shit. So it's like, dang, I don't really want to think about investing, because that's, bro. Everyone that invested, like, gets a business built up, takes a lot of capital. You need investors for that shit. You got to go to some fucking venture capitalist funds. You got to know someone who can invest. 5 years ago, bro, I did not have the resources. I mean, yeah, I could keep investing wisely, but bro,
So did anybody on Wall Street bets make more than $1 million?
on
In
Wall
the last
Street
5 years.
bets, yeah, of course.
Okay, that's my
What
point.
was
my
your
case.
capital? They had capital. I mean, you could try.
I can build up my capital. Okay, if I
That's
had
the only
5
thing
years
left.
ago,
If you have 5
5
years, I
years
feel
ago,
like
and
you
I know
could.
every single trade that will ever happen, or every single investment that will ever happen, whether it's real estate, gold,
No,
silver,
you can't get into
Forex,
real
why
estate
not?
5 years ago.
Okay,
you did
yeah,
not
yeah,
have the
okay,
bread,
okay.
bro.
Okay, I'm just saying
you
with the
have the
knowledge.
doors
That's
fucking
why you got
closed.
5 years of it. So it's like if you do
Maybe 2
grind
years
and
I'm
make it-
building, 2 years I'm building, 3 years I'm building, but in that third year or that fourth year, I'm kicking up.
You want to work for 4 years?
Who said I'm working? I'm stacking
You
bread
just
in
said
the market.
grind, and you would have still been in college. You would have still had to. Oh my god, bro.
Hey, I feel like
So you're
okay,
saying
that 200
right
flip
now,
four turn 8 turn.
So, okay,
I promise,
I'll
if
put
I
it
know
this way.
every trade, I got the
All right,
I got the
look,
core.
last thing I'll say, before I
Alright.
just say fuck y'all. Last thing I'll say, if I give you a briefcase, I come in here with briefcases. I say, look, I got $1 million cash
Okay.
in front of you, and you trying to start up this foundation, all this shit you trying to do. I'm like, or you could go back 5 years and work for it. That's gonna be the enticing offer. Man, you know how much stuff I could have done 5 years ago? Nigga, now take your money. Nah, you'd be like, nah. Where's the time machine at? I have some great ideas, man. Let me just get a landscape of what's going on now, and I'm gonna replicate all this shit, man. I'll be the great.
Bro, it could be like the hot tub time machine. Like you could go create Lugal.
Okay,
Well,
look,
look, how about this? I'll let you deal with inflation while I'll make all my money ahead of inflation. And then, yeah, you look at this face.
bro, I have $1 million cash. What do you mean inflation? I'm sitting there like, hey, that would be you. You get the $1 million, you'd be like, this shit's depreciating, right? As soon as you open the briefcase, I could just smell depreciation.
5 years ago, hey.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll take that $1 million, invest it so well, build my shit up, then get into time travel, travel 5 years in the future,
all right.
then come back, and then just exact. So I never even had to lose time. I just went boom, came right back. Now I got $1 billion worth of game. I'll be like, look, hey, bro, I'll tell you what stocks to get out of.
5 years ago, you got to invest
Hey,
into
actually-
Amazon.
But look, if I go back 5 years ago, I'm calling all my homies. Hey, here's what's gonna happen, bro. We finna
No one's
start.
gonna
How-
believe
yeah,
you.
that's
You
the
don't give a
hardest part.
fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
5 years ago, bro. How old? You was like 19.
Give me
5 years
$100.
ago. Man, you sound like the crazy, bro. Imagine dealing with that, bro. Having to explain everything. Just trust me.
I
Just
would
trust
rob
me.
my
You have to say-
family.
And you know how many
I would
sleepless-
rob my family.
bro. And the thing is, like, there's so many foundations that it takes to amount like any business. Like those fools had to starve, be living in their car and shit. Oh fuck no, bro. That second year, bro, you gonna be sitting there like, man, I could have a fucking million, fucking 3 years from now.
I would have
Had
called
to do
the
none of this
biggest
shit.
short. I would have called the biggest short when Elon Musk was smoking weed on Joe Rogan podcast.
I would have won on that play.
That wasn't that
I would have
big of-
won on every
That's
play.
like one play.
I would have won on every play.
I know, but I put all my money in that.
That's not even like the biggest play, nigga. GameStop, AMC.
GameStop,
I
AMC.
don't even think their stock came back, bro. That shit higher than that. So you better not have. You would have been them guys that stay in a play too long
Spy.
when they win it.
467. I would have been
Oh
on all
God.
that shit.
Oh
God
God.
damn. I told him I'd go 5 years back and then I would create, like, I would invest into Bitcoin and then I'd create Instacart. Why?
Instacart, bro. He about to.
But then I didn't realize that Bitcoin would take so long
You
to
stupid as
climb
shit.
up.
I'm like, it's still
You
gonna
know?
take like fun, bro. Okay, and then Instacart. So you're gonna have to figure out the IP. How, bro,
Bruh.
okay, no. But think about it. Like, imagine you see Facebook, right? Imagine they're just like, poof, Facebook is gone. Go create it. Do you know how hard, I don't know shit about tech. I have to build an app. Like,
know enough.
you know
You can
how,
find somebody.
and you have to do it all by memory.
It's not
so
even
you
the
can't
build,
do
like,
that,
because so
bro.
many people have built apps. It's more about like, why would people transfer to your app? You know, like that's that
I wouldn't
aspect
wanna
of it.
build
It's
that.
like
I
Facebook created like the network for people to connect.
Mhm.
So all these other apps, they created like that was like the what's it called? What's that effect when shit just falls to the next? But not
trickle down
butterfly.
effect.
Yeah, trickle down or
That's
domino
every-
effect. Domino
domino.
effect.
Oh, and then you got to deal with all the bullshit that Facebook had.
Yeah, I'm
Imagine
saying,
how
like,
much
Mark-
they had to deal with before they made $1 million back
Yeah, nah,
profit.
fuck no.
And you know how much
Damn.
debt you have to go in for any business? Like, that's why people got the whole debt thing fucked up. Like, every business is in debt. Yeah, no one is cash fucking funding their business. No, they're going to venture capitalists or whoever. Dude, hella bars on Bar Rescue would be like, my mom gave me $200,000. I haven't made one payment back to her. The bar is losing this amount every month. That shit is crazy, bro. And they still be bullshitting like drunk at the bar. I love Bar Rescue.